I did think there was a chance.
What, it would be recorded?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean...
I was always down for it.
It would be so dumb, in my opinion, it would be so dumb to have you come here, talk about all the stuff that we would talk about on a podcast, and then have you leave and go, dude, we should have done...
That should have been a podcast.
That would have been so good.
Yeah.
You know? Ryan Curley.
Hello.
Hello. My little cherub. My little Bill Skarsgård Jr.
Oh.
You know?
I still get called that. I get called that like once a week, especially because I'm waiting tables now.
You know who you look like?
You know who you look like? You look like
Yeah, I bet.
a clown.
Yeah.
And I'm like...
I get that a lot.
Yeah, I know.
It's the eyes.
I had, well, we can talk about, like...
Talk about whatever you want.
The showcase. Like the college showcase, so like for the agents and like the managers.
Well, do this for people that have no idea. Who are you? Why would I have you here? By the way, you should feel blessed, extra blessed, because I never have actors on. I've had like two or three actors on, and I'll get into why. But this is you're one of very few that I would be like, oh yeah, let's have an actor.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Yeah,
welcoming me.
Of course. But who are you?
My name is Ryan Curley. I'm from Massachusetts. Mm-hmm. I met you. Was I 17 or 18?
Yeah, definitely 18. 100% 18.
You made sure I was
there's
18.
No question. Yeah.
But I was in high school, and it was someone was Charlie Norton was directing
Graffiti.
Yeah, and I just auditioned for that. Mm-hmm. Well, it was another guy that I'd done with a movie with before that when I was like even younger. When I was like,
you did like it was like a music video or something.
It was a short film.
Oh, okay.
It was Brendan Egan.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
okay, Charlie's,
yeah.
Charlie's
and part. I did it with him, and I don't know. I just auditioned for that, and then I was on set, and then I met you, and then I guess you thought I was the greatest actor ever or something.
Settle down. You were all right.
I was fine.
You weren't bad.
You're just like, oh my God, who is that?
Yeah. No, you know what it was is like there's especially with younger people, like it's very rare to find someone who can act with their face as well as you do, in my opinion. And when you're dealing with like Graffiti, Charlie's film takes place in a high school, and everybody was good. Everybody was really good.
I had a great time.
But your character specifically didn't have...
It was like 1-2 scenes.
Yeah, it didn't have too many scenes, and didn't have too many lines either. No. And so everything, you had to actually act. You know what I mean? It's not a speech. It's not radio we do.
Listening. I mean, that's what acting is
right.
Listening.
Well, it's reacting.
Yeah.
Good acting is reacting. And, you know, I was looking at the stuff I was ADing and watching the monitor, and I was like, who the hell does this kid think he is? I was like, what is this?
I didn't know
DiCaprio Jr.? No, I know. Well, so this is what I want to talk about. So I met you were 18, acting in this thing. Charlie came up with another idea for another college film that he was doing and called me. What do you think? Blah, blah, blah. He's doing auditions. And I said right away, when are you doing auditions? Call Ryan Curley from the last film. 100% do that. Well, I want to do auditions, which is totally fair. I mean, he wants to see, a wide range of stuff, right? Ended up going with you.
Well, I remember I auditioned for it. I sent in the tape. And, I mean, I didn't know the background conversations that were happening.
No, I know.
Until you No, you called me in. You're like, I want to meet you.
Well, I wanted to meet with you and because the subject matter. First of all, I didn't know you from a hole in the wall. So just because you were decent on one set and then we're doing a totally different thing that's a period piece that deals with, a lot of interesting subject matter. Like you got to be okay with that stuff. And I want to see if you would be like a pain in the ass to work with or if you'd be like normal.
Yeah.
I still get like time hop memory things on my phone of you in all those different outfits and the sunglasses and the fake cigarettes.
I put on at least 10 outfits, I think.
Yeah. I mean, that was a pretty cool little audition that we did, the screen test stuff.
I was there for like
4 or 5 hours, easily. Filming stuff and totally
the fake cigarette.
Yeah. Like you were very excited to be like that was the other thing that I was so impressed about with you is you were so not like willing to do anything in that sense, but excited. Like, yeah, dude, this is what I want to do. Like, of course I'm gonna. Yeah.
Well, I had done.
How many outfits do you have to try on? Like, you were just like, change it. Next one. Next
find
one.
the right one. But I had done theater before that. I'd done a little bit of on camera work before that moment. But like that was like the first time someone was like, let's work. Let's do something. Let's like you were like working with me, like actually like.
Because I like to make movies.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
And getting I feel like getting that kind of like attention.
Yeah.
For, like my young brain at the time was like, oh my God, this is.
But it was collaborative though. It wasn't. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like everything.
No, it felt like that too.
Everything I threw at you, you were like, yes, and we should do this too. And like, and what if I did it like that? And in a way that was, if here's the best part about it. If I was like, I don't know if that works, you go, no problem. What do you want to do? Yeah. Like that was, to me, it's the best actor. You should be like Play-Doh.
Yeah.
Moldable. Do whatever it takes,
It's a director's vision and writer, but like the writers write it, and then it's the directors, and then the actor goes in with the ideas about it, and then if it's not aligning with the director's vision, it's your job to like make it work. Yeah, that's how I've always thought about it, and I don't know. I just love that aspect of it, collaborating. Finding something together as opposed to like, no, it has to be like this way. No, it has to be like this way. Yeah. That's why my favorite directors are ones that are like open to stuff too, that I can bring in. Yeah, I agree. That's what it is. That's why I love doing this so much, is because it's. So then, and you know me, I'm very, persuasive.
But I have an interesting, I have a very, I mean, to an extent, I'm like, this is the way it has to be.
Yeah.
But also, I want your ideas and stuff. But as long as we get to this goal, like this is the way, you know what I mean? Yeah. And you happen to have good ideas. I feel like you think that I allow you to do whatever you want because,
but it's you guiding me to it.
Well, no, but I allow you to do whatever you want because I know that it's going to be good. And if I say like, yeah, let's try this instead, you're like, yeah, no problem. Yeah. Which I think is really cool. So we shot a movie, Jaden. So after that movie, we did. I brought you into another one.
Who wrote it? What was his name?
Greg Blackburn.
Greg. He was great.
Greg was great. He is great. He's a very talented kid. Jaden shot it. Training Wheels. That was fun. 4 days.
Yeah.
Bang that out in 4 days.
That was intense.
Yeah. And it was a good the quality. It turned out pretty good.
I still watch the clips from it that I have my reel still from 2021 because, I wanted to tell you this. But because it's crazy how it all works out. The manager that I have now, he signed me based off of the reel that you made me.
Oh, that's cool.
From the stuff that I did when I was in high school. Like I didn't have any other stuff besides that, like one acting reel. Yeah. And I like sent it out, and he saw it and was like, "I think you're great. I want to."
Yeah, no shit.
And I'm still with him.
That's good.
I know. So.
I'm glad that he's not blind. That's good. I like that. No, I have very high hopes for you. It's weird because I, obviously I meet a lot of people. I do this show and on sets and everything else, and it's just very rare that I'm like a little starstruck before someone's a star. You know what I mean? And I don't mean to talk you up so much. You definitely, I'm sure you have a long way to go, and I want to get into what you learned in college and everything else because we haven't really worked together since then because you left. You went to New York. You totally ditched me. And
I needed to grow.
That's okay.
Nurture my mind.
Sure. Well, all right. So let's dive into the BS that college injected into your brain. So you went to Pace.
I went to Pace University in New York City in Lower Manhattan. Mm-hmm.
What was that? So you're a kid from Lynn, Massachusetts.
Yeah.
What was that like to leave and jump into this world where how many kids were acting in your high school? Or wanted to be actors?
Well, my high school theater program was not good.
It wasn't a good program, or there weren't a lot of people, or
it wasn't a lot of people. The people that were in it weren't actors. They weren't there to like hang out with friends, which is like fine. That's good. It just wasn't what I was looking for. Mm-hmm. I did theater in Boston with a theater company that had like really talented kids from all over, like the North Shore.
Sure.
And that's how I like found this and how I found my love for this.
Yeah.
So like moving from that kind of program to like a college program, it wasn't that much of a difference. It was all like really talented, dedicated kids to really talented and dedicated kids.
Yeah, but doing a program, was it like a camp or like a, or not a camp, but like it was the Boston one. It's a group, right?
Yeah, it's a theater company.
Now, when you go to Pace, though, you're living it.
Yeah.
I mean, this is like they're there when you're in thing, and then you go to dorms, and they're all there. It's all acting people.
Yeah.
What's that like? It was a whole new world, I'm sure.
I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved New York City the second I stepped foot there. It was, I don't know, college, I feel like was different for me than like a lot of traditional, because you have a built-in friend group. You don't go there alone trying to make friends, and like maybe you stumble into a couple and you start forming a friend group. When I got there, I'd already been texting with all these kids for like months beforehand.
That's cool.
So it was really nice. Like we all got there and we were all just trying to figure this out together.
Yeah, it's got to be interesting too, because you're like the people that are like, I would say maybe 2 years older than you got really screwed because of COVID.
Oh yeah.
So by the time you got into college, and it was what, you went in 22? September of 22?
It was,
September 21?
yeah. It was when I auditioned, it was on Zoom. All college auditions were on Zoom, which...
So you auditioned to get into the school?
Yeah. Wow. It's like a 1% acceptance rate.
All right, settle down. We get it. You're good.
Hey,
we get it. You're talented. We get it.
I just like to say that. I just like to remind myself every now and then.
Yeah.
But
that is amazing. You know?
Yeah, and I didn't like
really cool.
I remember when I was auditioning, I didn't like think about like
the acceptance rate.
No, I was just like, I'm gonna get in.
That's cool.
Like, why wouldn't?
Isn't it funny when you're young? You're like, I can do anything.
It's like, why wouldn't I get it?
Whatever.
Then why wouldn't they let me in here?
Right. That's funny. Nick thinks I'm great.
And then I only because I wanted to go to L.A. I wanted to go to California for college. I was like, I'm doing that. I told my parents, like, I'm doing that. I'm going because I wanted to go to a big city.
Yeah.
And I liked warm weather. Mm-hmm. So I was like, Los Angeles. And then I didn't get into a single school out there.
Wow.
And I got into Pace, which is a better program than any school out there, which it just works. It works out the way it's supposed to.
So what do they teach you?
I mean, they a wide range of stuff. You have a movement class, you have regular acting class. Movement class. Not dance. Movement.
Right.
It's like clowning. We had like a whole semester just on like
being goofy.
Yeah.
And separating the shell from the inner.
Yeah. It's just like getting rid of your inhibitions.
It's so funny because like this stuff it is true.
Yeah,
and you need it for to be.
But it's ridiculous.
It's insane.
It's so ridiculous.
And the people, like, you got to admit, there are definitely some people who like feed into it too much.
Yeah.
And they're so difficult to deal with, man. They're so fucking difficult to deal.
I'm not feeling it.
Yeah. Right. Well, what the motivation of that? Like. Just do it. Yeah. Just fucking do it.
Well, that's the thing that they would like push you, and especially in movement class, was like, just do it. Just like let go. You're thinking about it too much. Just do it, which I think is very helpful. A lot of people. I remember one of the first couple weeks we were on the floor acting as a worm. They're like, how does a worm move without using arms or legs?
You have to. There has to be a portion of you that is like, what in the fuck am I doing?
I'm paying.
What am I doing?
No,
1% of people get into this. I'm acting like a worm.
Yeah.
You got to admit, at some point, people are like, "What in the fuck is?"
But that's the ridiculous side of it.
Sure.
And then there's the other side, which is like the regular acting class, which
the funny thing is when you do
everything.
something more serious, right? After acting like a worm, you got to be saying to yourself, "Well, no, this is the reason, right?" You got to be saying to yourself, like, "This is nothing. I act like a worm, like last week.
Oh yeah,
I was crawling around on the ground."
Well, I always felt like freshman year, they bring you in.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, you think you know acting? Okay. Tear all that down. You know absolutely nothing. Everything you think you know, you don't know anything.
I love
so that. Then the rest of the time you're there, they build you up. Mm-hmm. That's how I felt.
Militant.
Anyway. It's
like when you join the Marines. Everything you think you know about being a human, you're wrong.
Yeah.
And then they turn you into a machine.
It was like humiliation stuff.
Yeah.
But not like malicious, you know?
Right.
They would have you go up there and like make random noises in front of everyone and just like jump around.
Because if you don't get past that mental
yeah.
block, the societal, like because you're not being Ryan Curley.
Yeah.
You have to be whatever you're hired to be in the future.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you don't get to that point of like, I'm not Ryan Curley, I'm the worm.
You have to get rid of this block that people are watching you.
Yeah, but then when you leave, when you walk outside, you're Ryan Curley again.
Yeah.
No big deal. You know?
Yeah.
And being able to separate that emotionally and mentally is very difficult for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And but I'm sure it breaks down a lot of the internal fear of potentially looking like a moron.
Yeah.
You know?
I love looking like a moron.
Yeah.
It's really funny.
It can be.
You do it right. If you're trying to look like a moron.
So did you do what did you act in over the course of the
it was
production wise? Mostly it was all theater, right? Like
yeah.
Okay.
My program was like theater based, which I think is the way to learn acting.
Why do you feel that way?
Because
don't worry, I'm never gonna make you look like a moron, but I do definitely press in and I might disagree with you. I know I'm the most agreeable person in the world, but I might disagree on something.
Because it's at its most purest form. It's being at its most purest form when you're up there on stage.
So I have a question. Yeah. I've had people tell me in the past, actors tell me in the past that they feel like films are underacted and theater is overacted. I feel like if you're good, you're just acting.
It's the same thing for me.
Right. Well, it's different because if you're on stage, you have to play to the back of the.
The same like mechanisms, not like that, but like that I use to get in the character or like to exist as a different person. It's all the same whether I'm acting for a camera or acting for an audience of people. The only difference is I have to maybe speak a bit louder and like angle my body a bit more. Think about where the audience is.
Sure.
But I don't think about it as like, oh, I got to be bigger now. I got to like make this character bigger. I don't subscribe to that.
Sure.
Like at all. I think it's all just existing.
What was the worst part of college for you? Everybody always starts with what the best part was, but dig deep. Because I want to know like what was the most stressful aspect of it for you?
The isolation can get you.
And when were you isolated?
I had friends, but it can also feel like no one likes you.
Why?
Especially in a program like you're not competing with each other, you're like building each other up, but you are comparing yourself a lot to everyone else in your program who's like, oh, they got a good note. The teacher said that they did that scene really well, and I didn't get the same note. Oh, I must not deserve to be here. There's a lot of that, and you have to like kind of push through that and like listen to what the teachers are telling you.
Hear the note within the note.
Yeah,
it's the same with editing. A lot of times you'll edit a project and send it to a director, and they'll give you a list of changes that they want. And some directors will be like, I fucking hate this one scene with the and you're like, I spent 3 hours putting that together, and then you're like, oh well, you don't like it because of something that happened on set or whatever else. You know what I mean? And so you have to make adjustments. But also, maybe this is the wrong way to do it. I don't know. I'm not right. I have people on so I can learn more things too. I have a tendency to give good, positive feedback to people that are improving. Yeah. And for me, if I just, at the end of a take, if I'm like, great, that's it, moving on, then we did good. Yeah. If I'm like, that was really good, usually that is followed up by, this time, why don't we do it? Yeah. So, what is... I want to know. I want to know more about it. I want to know more about your experience there. Like, what was the most difficult thing you had to do? What was the...
There was one... there's like the big project we do junior year is called the Shakespeare Project.
Okay, I was going to ask about Shakespeare too.
Yeah.
I feel like that's very college-y. Everybody does
Not
that Shakespeare's bad.
I loved it. I love Shakespeare. I would 100% do a whole production of something one day. But this project, we get put into these groups and we get given an hour cut of a show by our teacher, and she casts it. So we all have our roles, but it's entirely up to us to do the directing, do lighting, costuming, all of that. And the show that we got, I don't know if you know The Merchant of Venice.
I'm familiar.
Yeah, it's a hard show for anyone to do.
Well, Shakespeare's
and get right.
difficult.
Yeah, but also like the subject matter of that show in particular, because it's very anti-Semitic, and it was written to be anti-Semitic, but we didn't want to do that. We wanted to like make it not. We were going against the text inherently, and I don't know. It was. I remember during the entire process, we all got along. We was like, this is going really well. We're getting everything done. I remember we felt like we were ahead of schedule.
And you
compared compared to the other groups, we're doing pretty good. We already have the show blocked. They're still like working at it.
Sure. How many people were in the group?
It was like 5 of us.
Okay.
And then I remember we have a panel.
Yeah.
Like a week before we have a performance of it.
And who is on the panel?
It's all of our teachers.
Okay.
Like our voice teacher, acting teacher, the heads of the program, like anyone that like can give us notes. And we did the show. They stopped us before the last scene because they're like, you're going over. It has to be an hour. It can't be more than an hour. And hit an hour, and we still didn't do the last scene. And they're like, guys, stop. Just come out here. And they sat us down, and I have never received that amount of scrutiny like in my life.
Explain.
It wasn't like
I
directed.
what they said.
It was just like, this is not good. That's basically what they said. They're just like, I don't know. This is just like not working at all. I don't know what you have to do to fix it, but every part about this, the music isn't working. You guys are not the actors that we trained you to be right now. I remember one of my teachers looked directly in my eyes and was like, I have no idea what you're doing. And I was like,
thank you. Heard.
Yep. Well, it was eye-opening because I had the same exact thoughts the entire time during the process. I was just like,
why? I thought you said everything was going good.
It was like a combination of both. Like I was like, yeah, this I can see this could get better, but it will. It's gonna get better.
Right. If we just keep pushing through it,
yeah, like,
it'll be good.
And like I would like say a note, but I wasn't a director. We had one person be like the director, so she was kind of the one that was like running the rehearsals. But we all could like give notes because it was collaborative. And I would give a note about something, and it would be like, okay, but you're doing fine. And like that's not really helpful.
Yeah,
for me to be like, but I mean, this isn't really working. Let's try it like this. And then someone else goes, yeah, but you're doing great, so it's okay.
Yeah.
It's kind of productive. But that happened a bunch. And it was just like everything they said.
Well, I mean, you guys were all kids, no?
Yeah.
All
yeah.
19
and
or 20
this
or
is the first, I mean, it's super hard to do. Like this, just give us a Shakespeare show and like, okay, put it up. But we were doing way too much. The way I think about it is we were putting the sprinkles before making the cake. You like that analogy? That's exactly what we were doing. Because I remember the first day we like had a meeting about it, and they're like, "Well, we're gonna use this song from like the '60s and this song from the '60s." Before even talking about any character.
Why did you choose to make it not anti-Semitic?
Because it's really vile the way they treat one character in particular, the Shylock character.
Yeah.
And
don't you feel
we weren't shying away from that subject matter. We were just trying to reframe it as to make Shylock less the villain and more of the protagonist of the story.
Why? What was the thought process behind that? Is what I want to know.
The way we.
So I understand. Let me explain. Let me preface it with this, right? I obviously know that you're not an anti-Semitic person, but you're not you, which we just discussed. You're acting. You're being a character.
Yeah.
And whether were you playing Shylock?
No.
Okay. But regardless, it's to me, if I was giving notes, unless you know exactly what you're doing, like the stories are there for a reason, and it's to teach. Like Voldemort in Harry Potter, he who must not be named, is evil.
Yeah.
If you tried to dumb down his evilness, then he's not as evil. and the story completely changes.
Yeah.
And so if you're going to tell the story of Harry Potter, say, and like do it justice, you have to make Voldemort evil.
Yeah.
Otherwise, there is no good. You can't have good without evil.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I do know what you're saying. I think we're trying to make it show like this is wrong. The way they're treating this guy is wrong.
And you're saying that,
But in the original script, it's like it was like
anti-Semitic?
Yeah, especially back then, back in Shakespeare's time when he wrote it, it was like because it's such a caricature of like a Jewish man, Jewish merchant. So like,
okay,
that's who. I don't know how well we succeeded in that.
Okay,
because I've never watched it, so it's hard for me to say how well we did it. I don't know. That was a hard one to sit through because.
What notes were you given to change it, or just
get rid of all the songs because it was just like fun, and then it's like this show is not fun.
Doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It really did. And we had like all like colorful costumes because the vibe we're going for was like California beach,
Merchant of Venice,
yeah.
Merchant of Venice Beach.
Yeah.
I would have been like, what are we doing? What are we doing here, guys?
Yeah. I just didn't say anything. And I was like, this is such a good learning opportunity. Because like, I don't know if I could work with...
Best job I ever had.
I was like, I don't know if I can work with such close friends like this.
What was the easy part? What was the greatest or best moment of your college experience?
Oh, it was definitely doing the play I did sophomore year. Because there's seasonal auditions every semester. There's 2 shows that happen.
Yeah.
And the first time I was able to audition for sophomore year, because not allowed to be in shows freshman year, was called The Chechens. And it was kind of crazy because I wanted to be, they were doing a musical. It was a musical and a play, and I wanted to be in the musical so bad. And I was like, I'm going to be in the musical. I'm going to be in it. I didn't even say I wanted to be in the play because I was like, I'm going to be in the musical. And I remember you have to audition for every show. And I got the callback for it. And I was like, I'm going to do the callback because...
For the play?
Yeah, for the play.
Instead of the musical?
Well, I got called back for the musical too.
Oh, okay.
But,
yep.
But I did the callback for the play, but I was like, I'm going to be in the musical, but I'm still going to do the callback for the play because why not? And I remember the callback... I was like, this is really good. Like the play is like, this is a really good play. And then I remember my teacher, when heads of the program, called me like one morning and he was like, you didn't mark down that you wanted to be in the play. Would you be in the play? And I was like, well, if I'm not in the musical, I'd be in the play. And he was like, you're not in the musical. And I was like, okay, then I'll be in the play.
I guess I'm in the play.
And I had never had a more rewarding experience doing a show in my life. It was, I don't know what, it was the subject matter of the play was very dark. It was about Chechnya and how this is still happening today, about them, homosexuality is legal and they're...
Slow down, because you're running your words together.
Sorry. Homosexuality
is illegal.
Is illegal in Chechnya, and they're actively seeking them out and finding them and like putting them into like these camps. And like
trying to convert them?
Yeah, convert them or just like kill them. Or they're encouraging the families to kill members of their family.
The ones they can't convert, they're like, well, we lost this one. This one's done.
Yeah, and it was just about a family who had a son who was gay. And it was very dark subject matter. And it was controversial.
Yeah.
Because I'm not gay. And
how dare you take a role
well,
that was LGBTQ?
It was a big thing. Like I remember before.
Were people pissed that you had the role?
Yeah.
See, that doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't make any sense to me because you're acting.
Yeah.
You know, if you were actually gay, then you wouldn't be acting.
I remember it came down in the callbacks to
you and a gay.
To me and a guy, he's bi. But and I remember it came down to that. I remember people were saying like, if he doesn't get this role, I'm going to be so mad. And then I got it, and I was like, well, I don't know what to do now. Do I take it? I remember,
of course.
I remember calling my teacher And I was like, I don't know if I should. I feel like people will get mad. And he was like, you were cast because you were the best one for the role.
Yeah, you're the gayest of the gays.
That's it.
You showed up. We thought you were gay.
Yeah. And it just like come together like as a cast.
Yeah.
They're some of my closest friends now.
Of course. Of course they are.
Yeah.
You're doing a job, dude.
Yeah,
it's a job. Whoever does the job best.
Yeah.
It's not about, again, it would be a disservice to hire or cast somebody in that role just because they're gay. Especially like, so if that's the case, what if you didn't have any gay people in your, if you didn't have any gay people in your acting class, it's very inclusive. But I'm saying like, if you didn't, as an example, would you just not do the play? That's so dumb. It's a good story that needs to be told to build awareness and everything else.
And the writer and director of it chose me because he thought I could tell it the best.
You did the best job.
Yeah. And
or you did it the way that he thought was the best job, which is the main thing.
Yeah.
Whoever was directing.
No, it was a he.
Yeah.
He was also
Did
my
you
teacher.
Ask?
What?
Did you ask if it was a he?
And the thing I think about then, and I still think about now, is like everyone that was like mad at me for doing that role is like, what is this character going through in the play? You're telling me I don't know how to love?
Right.
You're telling me I don't know what it's like to feel repressed like sexually like in my life. I mean, I understand I'll never go through exactly in my life what this character has to go through, but like it's the same emotions.
I think for you, just put yourself in the mindset of what if the gays took over and they were repressing straight people.
Exactly. It's the same.
I'm not even making a joke. Like that's it. You have to put yourself in the shoes of what if this was happening to me. That's it.
It's
what if I was me and everybody was against me and the way that I feel about things. That's the mindset.
Yeah.
That's it.
And I don't know. I didn't try to.
Love is love, man. It doesn't matter who you love.
Try to play gay. I don't even know how to do that.
Yes, you do. Don't fuck with
me. I don't know. I don't know.
Yes, you do. I don't know how to play that. Shut up. This isn't New York, buddy. All right? Give me a break. You're back in the homeland. Don't mess with me.
I'm serious. I don't know.
Load of shit. All right. I don't know how to play it either.
I just am.
Yeah.
I am gay. I just walk on stage.
I'm the biggest gay. Good for you.
I had a great time.
Yeah. How many shows of that did you like? How many?
I say only, but I was in.
No, but like if you were hired to be an actor in a play on Broadway, you're going to do like 700 shows or something insane. Like how many?
That's just a week of that.
But how many did you do in that week? Like one a day?
It was one a day.
And then two on Sunday?
And then two on Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah.
So
matinees.
Yeah.
And
so it wasn't that long. And I remember at the end of it, I was like, we're not done with this. That was we felt like we weren't finished with it yet. Like I could have done that play for like a year at least.
You know what I find working with actors, a lot of actors for film, is that if they have a theater background, they always know their lines. Always.
Yeah. Well,
because you memorize the whole play.
It's the first. I don't know how you're supposed to do it.
I know. But a lot of like film actors, and I'm not saying anything about anybody in particular, but just in general, like they'll show up and they're looking at their scene or whatever it is, the specific scene, and it can take place. Shooting a movie takes place over a more extended period of time. But theater actors will show up and I've been on set before where an actress would forget her line and the actor in the scene with her would be like, "This is your line."
Yeah,
it's this.
Yeah, I haven't had an experience like on a set, like a professional set yet, where I've had to like get my pages like that day and have to memorize it in like an hour, 30 minutes or whatever. And it's like, I understand that that's a reality for TV and film is like every day it's a new scene, you're doing multiple scenes a day. And it's like, you just don't have time a lot of the time to memorize the way you would want to, the way I would want to, especially because like, I remember doing theater, especially in high school, it was... We would block the scene, and then the next rehearsal, you had to have that memorized, the entire scene. Everything we blocked had to be off book. It had to be, or you get yelled at. It was intense. But that's just like, because that's the first step. You can't do anything until you know the words, and then you can actually start doing all the other stuff.
Yeah, I think it was Stanley Kubrick who said actors should know their lines so well that it surprises them when they say them during the take. Like it's just natural stuff.
That's what I believe anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember acting class, people would come in with not the scene memorized. Like
What is that like for you? Because you are, whether you like it or not, you are very dedicated to what you do.
That's just like, what
so-
are you doing?
Right?
Like,
God, you sound like me. What are you doing? What are we doing? Why are we here?
you're paying so much money for this class. You're going to show
Well,
up.
that's the other
with
thing,
it
too.
Half memorized.
Are
like,
you
what is
comfortable
she-
saying how much did your college experience cost? Regardless of scholarships and everything else, if you had just paid out of pocket altogether, what would that have cost?
over the
you?
4 years? Probably over 200,000. Yeah.
Wow.
Probably more. That's me estimating. It's insane, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I still don't have my diploma. I graduated.
Next time,
still don't
just
have
give me $200K and come here, and I'll tell you doing everything wrong over and over again until it's right.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Was it worth it? Did you enjoy it?
I think it was worth it just to move to New York alone, because I think living in New York has changed my perspective on life fundamentally.
In what way? That's a great.
I
thing to
think
say.
if I stayed here, and not even just like worked with you, but like just stayed here and like went to
No.
college.
Well, because you
even
grew up here. Like
yeah.
you've only known this one spot.
Yeah.
So it's always good to get out of that.
Yeah, I felt like I became a more rounded person.
Yeah.
I've
experienced more.
yeah. I mean, you walk out the street in New York and you experience something you've never seen before in your life every
spectrum.
single day. It's
Yeah, New York's
has its
another
charm.
animal. Yeah, it's charm. Yeah.
But I remember when we went to go visit Pace with my family, we went to Times Square, and it was my first time there, and I just looked around, and I was like, I love this. I don't know what it was. There's some like energy, and I still feel it. Like there's an energy to that place that makes you want to do stuff.
Yeah.
And it's
City that never sleeps.
and it can be anxiety inducing. Like I feel it a lot.
That's how it is for me.
Yeah.
I can't live. First of all, I drive.
Yeah.
So I don't like city driving. It's too much for me.
yeah.
Even in Boston, Boston has really small, narrow streets, but I'm not a fan of that.
Yeah.
And then it's also too like as loud and crazy as I can be and fun and whatever else. Like I like to be able to like go away from that.
Yeah.
You know.
That's why your space is so important. In that kind of city, you need a safe, quiet space.
Yeah.
And I have that now, and I'm really like I can't sit in my apartment for more than like 30 minutes.
Do you still live in New York? Is your apartment in New York?
Yeah. I don't know what the future looks like.
No, I'm saying for now.
Yeah. I mean, I can't see myself moving to LA. I remember we had like an LA intensive in January when the fires were happening. I was in LA when that was all going down. It was my first time there. And I remember I was like, I like it here. I couldn't live here, but I like it.
Yeah, LA's fun to visit. And that's how I feel about New York too. New York's fun to visit as well. But I like to be able to be like, all right,
this is
had
fun.
my fill. Like if you go to Disneyland, it's like, oh, this is cute, you know? And then you like if someone was like, yeah, let's live here in Disneyland, you'd be like, no, like it's Disneyland. I'm good. You know what I mean? Like this isn't real life. You know, it's too much.
I mean, it's so different now. Everything's online. You don't have to be in a specific place to audition for anything.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So like living in LA and living in New York, it's just like that concept doesn't exist anymore because it's all self tapes. You can be in Wisconsin, in the middle of nowhere, and you can audition for something in LA. Mm-hmm. And that's
it's the only reason
scary.
that WillCo Media exists, because I can have any actor I want as long as I have the budget for it.
Yeah.
You know, but I can you can do Zoom calls, Zoom auditions. I am a big in-person guy. I'm much better in person than on the phone or on Zoom.
Yeah.
But at least initially, you know, I like to.
Yeah.
And I love this community for film. For Boston specifically, film is up and coming in a good way. Like the future is very bright.
It seems like it's up and coming everywhere except LA. LA, it's just dying.
Because for the longest time, it was the only place where they were doing stuff. And, you know, it's just technology is so readily available that people are like, well, why would I move? Like, oh, you know how to use this, and you know how to use this, and you have this camera. Well, why the hell would we spend money on going to LA to do it?
Yeah.
And they have a big gatekeeping mentality of like, only we can do.
Well, it's the studio system. I know that doesn't exist anymore, but
Well, no, it's definitely still is.
Yeah,
and
but
they're too like stubborn to change anything that they do. They're doing stuff the same way they were in the 60s and 70s.
yeah, it doesn't work anymore.
It just doesn't. Where now? So you've graduated?
Graduated.
When?
I graduated just this May, so
what?
Freshly out.
What have you been up to? What are your plans? What do you want to? Oh, by the way, I shouted you out because we were reviewing on a different show that I do. We were reviewing Succession.
Yeah.
And I saw you, and I was like, shout out, my boy. I was like,
that's why I've claimed the fame. Is that was in
great.
1 second.
I thought it was great. It was cool. It made it cool to like see that. You know what I mean?
It was.
I was like, oh, I've worked with him.
It was such a cool experience because they're all there, like the main cast members.
Sure.
And it was my favorite show. It still is my favorite show, like ever.
It's very good. And very well done.
And I remember it was like 4 days, and it was like long days. I had to be there like 6 a.m. But in between takes, everyone would go to holding, and I would just sit there, just like watch. I'd be like, "Oh my god, there's Kieran Culkin." Like Kieran Culkin was like as close to you are, like walking back and forth, rehearsing his monologue they had to do for that scene.
Cool.
And
does it make it feel more?
I was like, I'm not watching you. Don't worry, I'm not. I'm just staring forward. I'm not watching, but I was.
You're like, I'm staring. I'm not staring.
Yeah, it's just so cool seeing how like the top billing actors act on a set.
Well, I was gonna say, does it make it more real for you?
I mean,
do you know what I'm saying?
Like the show?
No, but like success.
Oh, like you can touch it. Yeah. Oh, definitely. Because like I was like, I can't believe I'm here. Like I just
right. I mean, because when you're a kid, when you're in high school doing acting stuff, like it's fun and you like doing it, and then you're on set and you're making a movie, or you're on stage and you're performing something, and you're like, oh, this is cool, and then you see somebody who has massive success.
Yeah.
And they're right in front of you, and you're on the same production as them. Mm-hmm. Does that make it like, oh, okay, I can do this too?
Yeah, because they seem like such real people too.
Well, they are real people.
Yeah, except Jeremy Strong. He was just in the corner.
But he's not a real person. We're talking about Kieran Culkin.
Yeah, but they're just like
Jeremy Strong.
They're just talking to each other, like laughing and chatting, and I was like, oh, they're just like me.
Yeah.
I could do this. That was my thought the entire time watching. I was like, I want to be in this show.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
That's funny. But that's really cool, though, that you enjoy that. So what have you been up to now that you're out of college, and what are your plans if you haven't really done it? It's just a couple months, but what are your plans for the future? Are you spending the summer home? Are you home for
No, I'm just home for the 4th right now. I'm going up to Maine.
That's cool.
For the weekend. Yeah. Right now, it's a constant battle that I'm having with myself about like, you have to be doing this, and also like take your time. It's okay. And I'm very motivated, and I know it's up to me if I want to be a success. You can't wait for anyone else to give it to you. You have to make opportunities for yourself. And I'm so hard on myself all the time about doing something productive. It doesn't even have to be like career-wise. It can be like mental health-wise productive. It can be reading a book. It could be watching a movie that like is beneficial to the art form, not some junk piece of trash. I mean, plans-wise, I find it hard to make plans. I have aspirations.
That's what I mean.
That I want to do.
But what are your goals? Like what do you want to do? I mean, be in Succession. Okay, well, the show's over. So what are you going to do?
I just want to act, and it's so hard because you do all these auditions, you do self-tape, and it's like not in person, so you're not actually interacting with anyone, no casting directors. And like all I get is from my manager telling me like, oh, they love you. And I'm like, oh, great. I don't know if that's real because I'm not talking to any of them like one-on-one. And that's a hard part about the self-tapes, which, it's a give and take because like I wouldn't be getting auditions that I'm getting if it was in-person auditions because they're doing a wider range of people. But it's also like it's taking away the human aspect of it. And like you said, like I feel like I'm better in a room than I am on tape. I feel so awkward when I have to record myself.
On the casting side of things, from this side of it, it is a little dehumanizing in a way. So it's like this character that we have is, between 5'6" and 5'10", who's can play 18 to 25, blonde, slim build, whatever. Well, there's 1,000 of that.
Yeah.
So you become a number very quickly until it's down to like 5. Then you go, well, I like Ryan, but I also like Billy, and I like this. You know what I mean? So it's difficult, I'm sure. It's
hard because you think about it in terms of like you're just a face on a screen and they're scrolling and scrolling. And it's like, how do you stick out?
Right.
I don't know. Have a good headshot?
I guess. For acting, I look at reels. I never look really at reels for... if I'm looking to hire crew people.
Yeah.
But yeah, reels are good. And I don't know. So what is if you could have it any way, not in like a dramatic way, like I'm gonna be famous tomorrow, but like if you
this thing I don't want to be famous.
Well, then you're in the wrong industry. I told you this. I told you this right when I met you.
Gets jobs, but like I would.
Well, it's not just that, Ryan. Like you're too good to not have that come crashing down on you.
Yeah,
it's going to happen whether you like it or not.
Very well.
Well, no,
I don't know.
Actors typically good actors don't deal with it very well. They're like hiding away.
I would much rather be like, oh yeah, that guy. I recognize him, but I don't know his name, but he's good. It just keeps popping up in movies. That's what I would love.
Right.
Or TV shows. I want to be on a TV show.
That's like something that has a serious to it. That's long.
That's like that's like, I always say Game of Thrones because like that's 8 years.
Interesting.
I would love to be in Game of Thrones because it's like it's a good show until it's not, and then you have a stable job. I mean,
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
So you've done films and short films, and you've played a ton of. That's one thing that I've always liked about you is every role that I've seen you in, that I've worked with you in, which at this point is like 3 or 4 productions, you're always a different character. And I feel like a lot of people end up getting, for whatever reason, because of maybe it's your age, I don't know, but you end up getting like typecast.
Well, that's a big thing that they told me my entire senior year is like you have to find your type. You have to.
That is a load of shit.
Yeah, it's taking away everything that you're capable of doing.
One of the reasons that I think that you're so talented, and I'm always like, oh, Ryan Curley's the best, and all this other stuff, is because you're not typecastable. You could be anything, and you're willing to try and be anything.
That's what's fun about it.
Well, that's the whole fucking point, isn't it? I don't want to see Ryan Curley on the screen. I want to see the character. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you really do a good job. And then it's funny because in between that, like you could be this loud, boisterous, whatever character on, and then you call cut and you're like, how was that? Was that okay? You're like, that's you, which I think is so funny because you're just this nice kid who's, just trying to do everything.
Yeah.
So you're doing a lot of auditions.
A lot of auditions.
You just made a movie, right? Did you make it? Did you fully make the movie or no?
Yeah, no, it's not. We think we just got picture lock.
Oh, good.
Stuff to do like coloring and music. I haven't seen like any of it.
Right.
Because the director's like, no, we're wait for the screening.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. But it was super fun. I had such a good time with it. I mean, she came to me with like the story idea, which is about
Who is she?
Her name's Daphne Oskin. I went to school with her. She came to me with the idea of this Turkish swimmer whose mom is in Turkey dying of cancer.
Yeah.
And it's just about her and her boyfriend, David, who I play, David. And she's not accepting the fact that her mom is going through this ordeal. And David realizes what's happening is like trying to get her to like accept that her mom is dying. And it's just like I was attracted to it because it's like the gray area of humanity, because like I don't think either of these characters are going about it in the right way. Like obviously she has to accept that her mom is dying, but like everyone grieves in their own way
and in their own time.
Yeah, and David, he just cares about her and he wants her to be healthy and like go through this the right way. So he's trying to like really push her to accept this, and like that's not the right way to do it either. So it's like that's what I really liked about it, and what I really tried to explore was their relationship, because the script went through many changes, and then we were like trying to figure out like what is the story about, like what is like all this stuff is happening, what is it actually about? And I think it's about these two and their relationship, because that's at the end of the day, it's like, I mean, I don't want to give it away, but
no,
it's like,
I understand, but it's important.
but it's like that's what it ends on, is them two like coming to realization about their relationship.
Right. What is a type of role that you haven't played yet that you would really like to play? So, like as an example, I haven't made a Western film yet.
Yeah,
I would love to make a good Western.
Yeah,
you know, like an old school good Western movie.
Oh, that'd be fun.
But like, what's the type of film that you haven't made yet that you want to make, or a play that you've been in or that you haven't been in?
That's a good one. I think a real like badass. I play a lot of like anxious little boys. I don't know. That's how I come across, because that's what I'm like in real life. But
you play. Okay, let's be fair. You play a lot of complex characters.
Yeah.
People that are, because you have a great way of expressing stuff when you're.
I mean, everyone's complex. I try to find the complexity in every.
I know. I'm saying you have a way of expressing it with lack of words that translates well. Both, I'm assuming, to stage and screen as well. Yeah, that'd be cool. So, what have you not done? Badass, like James Bond style?
Yeah, that'd be really fun. Just like someone like I want a sword. That's it.
You just want to be in Game of Thrones. That's it. Yeah, you just want Game of Thrones.
No, like I don't know. I feel like the what's it called? The hero. I can't think of the word.
The hero?
Yeah.
Okay, you can play.
No,
a hero.
but like, I don't want to say complex because that's boring. But
well, what? Say it. Just say it, and then we can correct it.
Like the complex hero, like the gray hero.
Right, the one that people think is the bad guy, but he's actually
but he's trying to do good.
He's just saving the world.
Do good. Like he just wants to be good,
right.
But he's always in control,
right,
of the situation.
Right. Okay, I like that. That's fun.
I just did a short film around the same time as the one I wrote, that I was like this like psychopath, like crazy, like because we were like working in like a chicken butcher shop, and I was like the main mean boy in it, and I was like trying to get the guy to like kill the chicken, and I was just like off the rails, like laughing, like it was super fun.
Yeah.
And I mean, I've always felt like everyone's always told me I'm good at that, just because I have very intense eye contact.
That's the Skarsgård look that everybody says, is you have that.
My eyes is very piercing.
Yeah.
Even though I'm not trying to.
Yeah. Yeah, you have that.
When I was in LA, we did we had classes and casting directors would come in, and this big casting director came in and we all did scenes for him.
Sure.
And I did like this scene where it was like some meet cute, and every time I did it, he was like, "Why do you look like you want to kill her?" And I was like, "I'm not trying to. It's just what I exist as."
Yeah.
He was like, "Well, you have to work on that."
Yeah, that's fair.
I think I was just really tired that day.
Maybe.
Because usually I can like change, but I guess it just wasn't working.
Well, and that's okay. I mean, that happens, and you're still learning. Like, that's the cool thing about this in general, is like we're all still learning.
Yeah, I mean,
there's
a certain, I feel like after college hits, and maybe you can speak more to this, but I feel like this right now is like after college hits, it's like, okay, you're on the timer now, and every day that passes, you have to figure it out. And it's
I had that experience at my high school graduation.
Yeah,
I was like, okay, now the real world kicks it, because I didn't go to college. So for me, it was like, all right, set it up, do what you got to do. And I was wrong. I mean, I went into like a whole different industry that I'm very thankful to be out of. And I made a lot of mistakes. I think it's all just part of growing up.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't think it would be fair to ask you to play a 50-year-old divorcee. You know what I mean?
I could try.
I'm sure you could, but my point is like you haven't
Yeah.
had any sort of life experience that would lend that. You know what I mean? Even if you were a child of divorced parents, like it's not the same as being the person in the relationship and all that
I don't
kind
know
of
what
stuff.
it's like to have a child.
This is what I'm saying.
You know?
So it becomes more difficult to portray those types of roles.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to work with you on a whole bunch of different things every time, and we have more stuff that we can talk about off air. I appreciate you doing this.
Of course.
And yeah. So what else? Is there anything else that you have planned out, or
I mean, I'm always
what's the
writing.
future look like for Ryan Curley?
I'm trying to get a play developed right now.
Mm-hmm.
I wrote a play for my thesis in college.
Is it good?
I like it. I don't think it's done yet.
Fair.
That's why but like,
Good answer.
but like, that's what it is. It's like, I don't write or make anything for anyone else besides myself. Like I think really great artists, that's what they do, is they make stuff for themselves and then they just get lucky that other people like it as well.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I have a question.
Yeah.
For the filmmakers that watch this show, how can people follow you and contact you? Instagram
Instagram would probably be best. It's Ryan J. Curley EY on Instagram. Yeah, DM me. I'm on it.
He really is. Really is, which is good.
I'm actually trying to not be on it as much.
Why?
Just I've never liked social media.
Not me either.
I understand that
this
it's
is our life.
Yeah, I understand that it's like a
Necessity.
tool that you need, especially in this industry.
Right.
I just don't like the constant comparisons that it puts people in.
So don't
Yeah.
look at comments and stuff.
No,
Go on there, post your stuff, and get off.
Well, I've always felt like once I get to a certain point in my career, I won't need it anymore, and then I won't have to be.
Or you'll have people that do it for you.
Yeah, exactly.
That run your accounts and stuff.
I mean, who knows what's going to happen?
Sure.
But,
Well, I have a feeling, I have a strong feeling that as long as you keep being you, you'll be fine.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
as long as you keep working as hard as you've been working. And one thing I will say as an elder is it doesn't get easier
No,
the
it's
older
harder.
you get. So, and I'm good. I work literally 6 to 7 days a week in some cases.
Mm-hmm.
And all I want to do is make movies. But you do kind of slow up a little bit physically, you know? And other stuff happens in your life that will tie you down. And my advice to young actors everywhere, and you included, and I said this when you were 18 when I met you, like when you're 50 with 3 kids, married, trying to provide for a family, and you have a mortgage and everything else, that's not the time to start wanting to be an actor.
No.
You know, like you can do it, but it's not the time to start being an actor.
Yeah, I mean,
And so you're
the amount of
already
dedication
your leaps and
that
bounds.
this takes, and I feel like I'm learning what it really takes to make it in
Yeah.
this kind of industry.
It's not easy.
No.
Let me let you know a little secret, though.
Yeah.
There isn't an industry where it's easy to be the most successful ever.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of people kind of try and like they feel like this should be easy. You're just saying lines on a page in front of a camera or whatever. No. You want to be good, you have to really give a shit.
Yeah.
And you have to give a shit about every role that you take.
You have
And
to
that's
give a shit
difficult.
about every aspect
Yeah.
of the process of it all.
Right. And I feel like you do give a shit.
Yeah.
It translates. So keep it up. Keep working hard. The future's bright for you, kid. I really appreciate you being here. And I have other
Appreciate
stuff that I want to talk about that we can't talk about on air. But I would, I'm looking forward to watching your career bloom. And I'm excited for you, man.
Appreciate it.
Thanks.